Israeli forces are continuing to strike targets across southern Lebanon, including in Tyre, the second largest city in the country's south. The Israeli military says it's targeting Hezbollah sites, but locals and residential and commercial areas are being hit. 10 people have been killed so far on Wednesday, including 2 people in a drone strike on a car in Sidon. Thousands of people are fleeing the city after the Israeli army issued forced displacement orders. Obaida Hitto is joining us live now from the city of Tyre in southern Lebanon. Obaida, those evacuation orders applied to the entire city. Those who have managed to leave will have already done so, but are those evacuations and displacements continuing?
That's right. The evacuations continue because the Israeli airstrikes continue to get closer to the city of Tyre. We've already seen several deadly strikes today, very close to the city. That was following strikes yesterday that were also quite deadly in similar locations. Israel issued a forced evacuation order covering the entire city, including the Christian quarter, specifically telling people in the surrounding Palestinian refugee camps to leave. We've seen Israel then follow that up with several strikes on those refugee camps this morning. Deir Qanun al-Nahar as well as Tyre Dibba have also been targeted in the vicinity of the city here in Tyre. Over the last several hours, we've seen an ongoing battle intensify between Hezbollah and Israeli troops on the southwest front here. Israel focusing its fire on the town of Majd al-Zoun as well as Mansouri, Qulayla and Hannai. These are all towns that are right at the edge of the front line at Bayada, where Israeli troops are currently occupying Lebanese territory. They've made 2 attempts over the last 48 hours to advance into But al-Sayyad and take more territory here in the south. Hezbollah says they've targeted them and stopped that advance from happening. But what that's turning out to be is bad news for anybody who's here in the city of Tyre as Israel intensifies its attacks, targeting places that are generally very heavily populated, densely populated, and resulting in a huge spike in the death toll. According to the new figures released by the Ministry of Health just minutes ago, 3,696 people killed in Lebanon, 30 of them within the past 24 hours here in the south.
Obaida, you mentioned the death toll so far, so obviously not everybody who can or wants to leave is able to do so. Talk us through the humanitarian situation then and the rescue efforts that are able to happen when these strikes occur.
Well, there's already over 1 million people displaced from their homes. Israel has demonstrated its willingness to continuously target paramedics, ambulance drivers, ambulances, medical facilities. So whenever there's a strike, even if there are Lebanese civil defense and other emergency workers rushing to the scene, they are definitely in the line of fire. The situation for people who are fleeing the south and reaching places in Sidon or north of the Zahrani River are also finding that the situation remains quite dangerous. Just a couple hours ago, Israel carried out a drone strike on a vehicle in the city of Sidon, where tens of thousands of internally displaced people have gone and stayed for many of these last several weeks as the violence has increased, thinking it was going to be safe. But what we're seeing is that Israel is increasingly targeting moving vehicles in very densely populated areas. The forced evacuation orders that were issued today are all in the Sidon province, where tens of thousands of people have gone thinking it would be safe. And anybody who's on the roads trying to get out of the south, they have to take this one road that leads from Tyre to Sidon and then north of the Zahrani River. But that trip by itself is extremely dangerous.
All right, Obaida Hitto joining us live from Tyre in southern Lebanon. Thank you.